Coach, another game where you guys were very dominant inside. What did you think about the way your front court played today?
Well, Justin, you're right. The rebound differential was a big factor in how the game felt. We were, the bigger, stronger team on the backboard, and coming into the game, that's always an emphasis against Washington's zone. You try to get those second shots, and we were able to do it, especially early in the game on a number of possessions that I thought really set the tone. And then, we were able to do it throughout. One key to our team right now is we have quality depth in the front court. We start Jordan Brown and Azuolas Tubelis, and I think both Jordan and Azuolas are both coming into their own and playing well and playing better. But coming off the bench with Ira Lee and Christian Coloco, those are four guys we really believe in. Each of them is different from another one, but I think our depth inside, now that we're, what are we, 9-10 games in, you're starting to sense that that's one of our team's strengths.
What was the biggest difference between this road game and the last road game at Stanford?
Well, one big difference is, your first is always it's always different, especially when you have a group like us that is just so new to each other. We're not going to be at our best in our first ever road trip, especially in the way this is set up, with COVID and the testing and how it feels. So I think all of us need to get a couple trips under our belt. We're no different, but we're a little bit more sure of ourselves right now. And, I don't necessarily feel bad about our performance at Stanford. We lost to a top flight team. We lost in a hard fought game, had a chance to win at the end, and really fought hard in that game. So there's a lot when we look back, even at that first road trip, that we feel good about.
And Coach, I guess I'll address the elephant in the room. Earlier this week, you guys had the self-imposed postseason ban. What was your reaction, and what's kind of the team's mindset right now?
Well, our team obviously is disappointed. These guys, the NCAA tournament and playing for a championship postseason is, it's why you come to Arizona. It's all we talk about and think about. And as a player, the two words March Madness are very important. So when that's not a possibility, it's certainly disheartening. However, we also have a really good group, and practice feels the same. Today's game feels the same. We have a chance to play 17 more Pac-12 games and compete for the best record that we possibly can have. And we want to be playing our best so that as we enter the month of March, there was no doubt that we were a tournament team, and then we grow and we build from there. But I'm not going to act like it's no big deal, because it's significant, not just for our players, but their families. And I'll stop there. I made the statement, and I support what was done, but that doesn't mean that it's an easy thing.
Did you figure in scouting this game it would work out as well as it did inside, the way you guys kind of clobbered them there? I mean, was the amount of it, I guess, a surprise?
Yeah, no, it's a big differential. We felt we had an advantage with our depth, but a lot of times you don't really know for sure until the game is being played. And but we certainly were the more physical, bigger group, and that was a big reason why we were able to win the game.
Other than that stretch early in the second half when your shooting was off, it seemed like a pretty consistent effort again, like you've had a lot this year. I didn't know, if that seemed in line with, what you're saying, that despite what happened this week, this team seems pretty motivated still, would you say, or any difference at all?
No, I mean, we have a great group of guys. They love the game, number one. They respect Arizona. They respect our program's history, something that we talk a lot about. They know that they're representing not only the past, but also in some ways a bridge towards a bright future. So in a bright future for them as well. I think there's ever a test of a young person's character, it's when they get hit with some tough news, and now they have a choice of how they respond. And I think you saw by today's performance, I saw it immediately by our practices. We've got a good group of leadership. We have a great group of kids supported by some families that really trust us as coaches in our program. And, it's up to us now to really put together the most exciting and best 9 weeks that we can.
Yeah, I just wondered if you've been talking a lot about how this team has a great attitude. I just wondered, even in the back of your mind, when you go in there and have to tell these guys what's happening with the postseason, are you even doubting a little bit? Hey, maybe this could go south, or were you pretty confident that the guys could rally around it and still go?
I was very confident, but until you go through it, you never really know. It's not something that I would, recommend or wish that any coach has to do. It's not an easy day, but like a lot of things here, we're doing what we're supposed to do. We're doing the best that we can, and we're attempting to move forward. As it applies to this year's team, though, I don't think you'll see much of a difference in our approach to practice, to games. Like, our guys are highly motivated to be good players. We have a chance to compete for the regular season conference championship. Our players have a chance to advance their careers, to make all conference and do a lot of the things that they think about in the off season. So those types of things haven't changed, and our approach hasn't either. But we're going to enjoy our time together. If there's ever a team that I've been around that is playing for each other, it's this group right here. And I thought we did an outstanding job here in Seattle of being ready for tonight's game and playing a good game. It's the third game in a row that our turnovers have really been limited. I think we've gone 8 against Montana, 8 against Colorado, and now 10 here against Washington. And, that's a big thing for offense. And as we take care of the ball better, we're scoring more points.
Jordan, what allowed you guys to be so dominant in the paint tonight?
We just came out and played hard. We took all the punches thrown at us, and we just competed every possession.
And I guess I'll kind of address the elephant in the room. What was your reaction when you heard that you weren't going to be playing in the postseason this year?
It hurt. We prepared well throughout the entire beginning preseason, and we were just competing to hopefully get to that point. But it's not going to stop us. We still got a lot to play for. We still got a chip on our shoulder, and we're still competing every day. And if anything, it gives us even more of a drive to go out there.
So, with a year like this now, with no postseason, what do you guys play for? Is the Pac-12 championship just kind of what you guys are looking forward to right now?
Yeah, we look forward to that, and just competing just to show them what type of team we have, what guys we got.
Yeah, Jordan, what do you like most about how you guys are playing right now? It seems like you guys are playing with a lot of confidence.
I think I just really like the way we competed. We played physical. We went, we rebounded. We took any punches they threw. We threw punches back, and we were just fighting throughout the entire game. And we played well with each other. We shared the ball, moved the ball a lot, and just found the open guys.
And are you guys better now? Well, how can I say this? Your defense as a team, is it progressing like you wanted? It seems like you guys are ahead of schedule defensively.
Yeah, I think it's progressing pretty well, but we still got steps we got to take. We still got 1 or 2 more steps we got to take, and we can always get better.
Thank you.